What's up, Bolt fans? Haley Elwood here, and if you're feeling like you're not quite ready for Chargers game day, well, buckle up because you came to the right place. Over the next 30 minutes, we're bringing you exclusive interviews, analysis, player features, and access you can't get anywhere else.
How you do it matters.
Well, we've arrived, so let's get you caught up. This is Chargers HQ, powered by Toyota. Week 14 is here, and the Los Angeles Chargers will face their final NFC East opponent of the season in the New York Giants. But at this point, the Bolts are 7-5 and are most recently coming off a victory over the Cincinnati Bengals, where running back Austin Ekeler had 104 yards from scrimmage and 1 rushing touchdown. The Chargers have a history of finding undrafted free agents who have become key contributors to their team, and Ekeler is certainly indicative of that. So now, let's check out a little bit more about his mindset in this week's first installment of All In, powered by Bud Light.
Be patient.
You have to be self-driven. You have to hold yourself to the higher standard. You have to put the pressure on yourself to want to go out there and better yourself.
Oh.
I've been in competitive atmospheres, and so that just comes with the job.
God!
And so for me, I've always, there's no one that could put more pressure on me. You know, the organization can't put more. I put the most amount of pressure on myself, and that's why I'm hard on myself.
We're moving.
So just every year has been the same mindset since my rookie year, and that is to continue to build on the role that I've been given. Man, my journey's come so far, from a little tiny town out in Colorado.
Bring pass out to Ekeler. He's open at 15-10, 5 touchdown. Austin Ekeler.
Him and I, we have conversations all the time about how he played on special teams and earned his way.
This is Austin Ekeler taking on tacklers. This is Ekeler again. First down run and more. He is inside the 30.
He doesn't waste any time, does he?
Goes to Ekeler. Reception made. Left side. Touchdown Chargers. Austin.
You know, you talk about a Division II football player, undrafted, not very big, at good speed, and everything's kind of going against him. And so when you see him going out there and running as hard as he does and catching the passes and scoring and finishing, drives and taking on guys that are twice his size.
Play that guitar.
Coming up, we find out more about Austin Ekeler's warrior spirit, and later, we dive into the Week 11 win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. This segment of Chargers HQ was powered by Toyota. Welcome back to Chargers HQ, powered by Toyota. Since Brandon Staley joined the Bolts earlier this season, this Chargers team has been working on finding their identity. And recently, we've heard Staley use the phrase warrior spirit to describe them. So now, let's see how that term has been used to define Austin Ekeler in this next installment of All In, powered by Bud Light.
I mean, Austin has proven, I think, to the entire league that he is one of the best runners, all-around runners in football. He can do it all.
He runs. You know how some of those guys, when they run, it's like a spoilers on them, they just...
Makes the move inside the hole, and he's got a lane. Makes the second, third man.
Yeah, that's him.
Hand off to Ekeler. Has a lane, 50, 45.
And then he adds so much to the offense. He adds that element of being a guy that can come out the backfield where they can create mismatches with him.
Just picture, how they kind of close space?
Yeah.
Well, there's a phrase that Sean Payton used to use that we called who's our joker? And a joker was a matchup problem. So what does that mean? Well, it usually means there's a tight end that you can split out wide And he's such a good athlete. If they put a linebacker or safety on him, he's gonna win. And like, Jimmy Graham was a joker for us in New Orleans back in the day. But usually it's a running back coming out of the backfield. We had Reggie Bush, and then it went to Darren Sproles, and then it went to Alvin Kamara. And so these running backs that have this ability to get open in the passing game, not only can you hand the ball off to them and they're productive in the running game, but they create matchup problems for a defense, whether it's coming out of the backfield, splitting them out, or all of a sudden the linebacker goes to cover him in man-to-man, and this guy has enough receiving skills to really win those matchups consistently.
2nd and 12. Ekeler, what a catch he makes.
Hey, he caught that on the phone. Hello. He caught that on the phone. He's not going to back down from any challenge.
2nd and 5. It's Ekeler again. Tries to hurdle over Fenton. And that's Ekeler running hard for another 10. And you got to be careful here, right? Because you want to run the clock and run the ball. Look at this run. Ekeler bouncing around inside to the 6 or 7.
Yeah!
That was the warrior spirit that this organization needs to have. That's the warrior spirit that we gotta have. Playing as a team, right? Picking each other up.
The warrior spirit is the spirit that I think all of us need to have, right? Whether it's a good day, a bad day, you're feeling up, you're feeling down.
Execute your shot. You got it? Right to the best of your ability. You're going to hit him up in the face for 4 quarters. For 4 quarters.
I think that's the warrior spirit, is when you take advantage of, things that aren't, maybe going your way, and being able to fight through that.
Keep running that thing, huh? Damn! God! No, brother.
In life, you're gonna go through ups and downs, and that's gonna make you a stronger person because of it.
Let's go, boys! Yeah! Go, 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 go!
And now, quick snap. Herbert, middle of the end zone, caught, touchdown, Chargers, Austin Ekeler.
Where's the guitar? Yeah!
With the 20th touchdown reception of his career.
Eck always feels like he needs to make those plays. He applies that pressure to himself. He holds himself to a standard, and he never wants to let himself or the team down. Every single week is a new week for him, and he attacks it the same, though, with the same mindset, the same preparation. He comes in, he wants the information. He's eager and hungry for the information. And if there's something that he wants to know, he's going to ask the right questions.
Oh, pop-up trivia. All right, heck, man. So we got end of half and end of game. How much time has to be on the clock when, if you go out of bounds or if there's a penalty, does it start on the snap as opposed to starting on the ready, right? 5 minutes, end of game. What about end of half? You can phone. 2 minutes, good, good. Nice job, Eck. You get your smash at.
He's asking the right questions, he's thinking the right way, and then in practice, he's playing the game in his mind.
The mental part of the game is something that we really, really focus on, and that's with more walkthroughs than I've ever had before, where we do a walkthrough and we get 60, 70 plays walkthrough, right? We're detailing up. If it's not, run correctly, we're redoing it. We're playing at a really high level as far as execution, and so the little details matter.
When we return on Chargers HQ, we go back to Week 11 and see how Austin Ekeler played a critical role in the Chargers' win over the Steelers. This Sunday's game against the New York Giants is presented by American Airlines. Great fares to great places. You are why we fly. Welcome back to Chargers HQ, powered by Toyota. As Austin Ekeler has said, there's something special about playing under the lights in primetime, and getting a victory makes it even sweeter. So now let's go onto the field and see how Ekeler's 4-touchdown performance against the Pittsburgh Steelers helped catapult his team to a win in this final installment of this week's All In, powered by Bud Light.
A huge game in the AFC playoff picture coming up. The 5-3-1 Steelers, the 5-4 Chargers.
Get back to winning. It's a sense of urgency, and we got to go. Let's go.
Playing under the lights again, which is always a special moment. Take you back to the high school days.
You used to dream of this moment. You used to dream of this moment. Go make that little kid in you proud.
It's a great challenge for us, and it's going to be exciting to do it on national television.
How about with Austin Ekeler? He's not the biggest man in the world, but he has a huge heart. What have you seen?
Well, this is a guy that's short, compact, powerful. If you look at his
Sounds
legs,
like you.
Hey, that's the one thing that I look at when I look at runners. I look at their legs, and when you look at Austin, powerful legs. You know, he has great movement in and out the line of scrimmage. He can get outside. He can catch the football. The man can do it all.
To me, this is the centerpiece of sports in America right now. Certain games that are just have more importance, and even though this is an outside the division game, it's about as important as a non-division game can be.
At running back number 30, Austin Ekeler!
Hey, let's prove we belong tonight. Let's prove we belong in this fight tonight. Fight for your brothers, fight for each other. Let's ride out. Let's go, baby. Chargers on 3. 1, 2, 3.
And off we go from Southern California. This is caught by Ekeler. Nice little juke.
Ekeler in the backfield, takes the handoff. Ekeler lowers his shoulder and plows forward for 3. And there's that physicality and strength you get for the strongest pound-for-pound player on the team, Austin Ekeler.
I don't want to say underappreciated, but around the country, you don't talk about Austin Ekeler, but he has been great for these guys. 5th year out of Western Colorado.
And I think they're kind of mixing up the tempo so far in this game. We've seen some hurry up, now we see them back in the huddle. Varying the tempo here against the Steelers.
Keep it on the ground and into the end zone. Austin Ekeler.
From that sweet song, Austin. His 6th rushing touchdown of the season. Fourth and goal from the 2.
We had a huge stop on the goal line, and we were ready for their plan tonight. We were ready for them tonight, and that's exactly how we played. We knew the shovel pass was coming.
Rolling to his right, Roethlisberger throws middle, no good! Stopped at the 2, sniffed out by Kaiser White.
The 2-yard line, Ekeler, and he busts one out close to a first down.
Herbert takes the shotgun snap, they rush 4, Herbert climbs the pocket, and now he can go. Take off, Justin, use those legs, slides.
What was it like on the sideline seeing Justin get loose on a few of those runs?
Man, Justin looked good today, man. Every time he ran, I was like, go, Justin, go.
This is an element of the offense the Chargers really haven't explored. Tonight, Justin Herbert with his legs. This gives the defense a whole other worry now when you think about the ability to push the ball down the field like they've done to Mike Williams. Austin Ekeler's running the ball well, and now you mix in this with Justin Herbert.
Takes the handoff again, looking right, throwing right, jump, catch, Keenan Allen.
Just to get the play off. Herbert, a dart again, caught, touchdown. Ekeler.
1 by ground, 1 through the air. Austin Ekeler reminding the eyes of the nation watching this primetime tilt that he is one of the most versatile backs in the league.
I think the players understand that you play in prime time, you play on Sunday Night Football. I think it's a little different than playing a 1 o'clock Eastern time game. It's prime time, it's under the lights. The crowd just seems to be, electrified because, a lot of people have been out in the parking lot for 3 or 4 hours. So it's a different feel in the building as well.
Boy, the foot is on the gas here in the second half.
It's DJ, it could not feel any more different than last week. Ekeler back in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, working the left side of that line, and he's got a lane, burst through. And that carry, DJ, now puts him over his previous Now Ekeler to the right of Herbert on the right hash in the shotgun.
Ekeler, great move there. Even more, all the way in for the touchdown. Austin Ekeler, again, doesn't get a lot of headlines. What a player.
You don't need any commentary on this one. Watch these moves. This is just a great athlete in space, and he was just better than the guys trying to tackle him.
Our guys were ready for a fight today, and I know how the game, expressed itself in that fourth quarter, and it turned into a wild ride.
That was a shot. That was a thing of beauty.
That's caught on the outside and taken in by Bradley for the touchdown.
We've been preparing for a fourth quarter like that. We stayed together that fourth quarter. We stayed together the whole game. We played with tremendous energy tonight.
3rd and 5. Herbert, here he goes again. A ton of room inside the 30. Herbert, looking like Emmitt Smith.
Herbert hands to Ekeler, makes the first man miss, makes the second into the end zone! Touchdown, Chargers! 4th of the game for Austin Ekeler.
Can't get caught up in the emotions and what's going on outside the field and the score and this, that. Regardless of what happens, this is us. It's us as a group. Let's go down. Let's execute, because that's what it comes down to. It comes down to us.
You know, we're the home of Hollywood. That's entertainment. If the Chargers aren't entertaining, right now, I give up.
Boswell's kick is through, and the Steelers have their first lead of the game since 3-0. A huge swing in this prime time contest.
And when the fourth quarter happened the way it did, our guys stayed connected. We played our best at the end. We finished the game on our terms.
And let's see if the Chargers can get a victory with about 200 seconds left in this game.
This feels like a season-saving moment here, potentially, for the Chargers.
At the end of the game, when we had just gone down after leading the entire game, was literally exactly the same mindset as when we started the game off and it was 0-0. It's like, hey boys, let's go score. Hey, let's go score.
It's a pass. It's Ekeler on the crosser. He breaks away from the first man all the way out to the 47-yard line for a gain of 16.
It's not always making a huge play. Sometimes it's just doing all the time it's just doing your job and being consistent. And that's what it comes down to, just doing your job.
It's down to 2:20 in this game. Here comes the blitz. Throw outside the numbers. Caught! Left sideline, 25-20. Mike Williams hurdles into the end zone. Touchdown! Chargers! 53 yards. DJ, you said you wanted explosive plays from that pair, and you got it.
And that blitz pickup by Austin Ekeler was outstanding.
No, I actually didn't know they were coming with the pressure. They brought the slot, and that's my guy, so I'm coming across. He was coming full speed, so I tried to chop him down, and ended up, leaving a gap behind, the defense for Mike to, take advantage, and Justin ended up seeing it, got him enough time, and yeah, that was something special. That's what it comes down to, right? Being an operator. That's what I'm talking about practice. Like seeing that pressure. Like, oh, we've already been here. I've already seen this pressure in practice. I'm gonna come across. I'm gonna block him. We're gonna hit Mike. He's gonna go score a touchdown. Boom, just like practice.
How impressive was Austin's performance today?
Yeah, he's a complete player. I think that's the thing I love about the guy. He's a complete player. Threat in the run game, threat in the pass game, pass protection. He's got real toughness. That's how we're trying to build this program with guys like him that are tough, ball-playing Jessies, and he had 4 touchdowns in an NFL game, which is really hard to achieve.
The stars were out tonight. DJ Austin Ekeler, one of the best all-around backs in the league, with his first ever 4-touchdown game.
In this town, you don't just have to win. You have to win and be very entertaining.
And you need a rock star leading the way, and they currently have a rock star.
That'll do it for this week's Chargers HQ, powered by Toyota. We'll be back next week with more Chargers content. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Haley Elwood. Good night.